Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got something here that I want to share because this is what's going on. Like I've been saying, they're bringing in a one world government, and I just want to read this to you guys. Like I've been saying, they're tracking, they're monitoring, they're surveilling us. This is all part of their plan because the global elite, what their main plan is to transform this whole entire planet into a total surveillance society. So you can expect more surveillance cameras to be set up, not in the too distant future, because they're taking away our privacy, our rights, our liberties, you name it. But for them to have a total surveillance society, they have to come after us, and that's what they're going to be doing next. They're going to be coming after our biometrics, because you cannot have a surveillance society in a free society. They need to have everything under their control, and that's what they want to do. They want to dictate and control how we live, and so on, as I said before. So I just want to read this stuff to you guys right here. Listen to this. Okay, data meddling. Big corporations are gathering every shred of information about you that they can and selling it for profit. You see, it's always about the money. Okay, when most people think of Big Brother, they think of the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, the Department of Homeland Security, and other Sunni government agents. Yes, they are definitely watching you, but so are many big corporations. In fact, there are some companies that are making tens of millions of dollars by gathering every shred of information about you, information about all of us that they can, and selling it for profit to anyone willing to pay the price. It's called data meddling, and these data meddlers want to keep track of literally everything that you do. Most people know that basically everything that we do on the internet is tracked, but data meddling goes far beyond that. When you use a consumer reward card at the supermarket, the data meddler knows about it. When you pay for a publish with a credit card or a debit card, the data meddlers know about it. Every time you buy a prescription drug, that information is sold to someone. Every time you apply for a logo in a whole host of organizations is notified, information has become an extreme valuable commodity, and thanks to computers and the internet, it is easier to gather information than ever before. But that also means that our personal information is no longer private, and this ties is only going to get worse in the years ahead. You have probably never even heard of many of these companies that are making millions of dollars selling your personal information. Axion and Esto are two of the biggest names in the internet, and most of the time they are selling your information to companies that want to sell you stuff. Almost every single day, every personal information about you is being bought and sold without your permission, and it is all perfectly legal. A recent article in the Week says the following about Axion. An Axion company you probably never heard of knows more about you than some of your friends, Google, and even the FBI, and it's selling your data. The scales of the information gathering that Axion does is absolutely mind-blowing. If you can believe it, Axion actually keeps track of more than 190 million people inside the United States. in the United States. The company fits into a category called databases, making it started in 1969 as an outfit called, and it goes on and on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So what does Axion want to know about you? Everything. The following is from the recent New York Times article about Axion. If you know who, it knows who you are, it knows where you live, it knows what you do. It peers deeper into American life than the FBI or the IRS or those paying digital eyes at Facebook and Google. If you are an American adult, the odds are that it knows things like your age, race, sex, weight, height, mental status, additional levels, politics, buying habits, household health, worries, vacation, dreams, and on and on. Yeah. Companies such as Axion literally want every shred of information about you that they can possibly get. Once they gather all that data, Axion analyzes it, packages it, and sells it to legal corporations such as Wales, Fargo, Total, and Ford, and being in the Big Brother business is very, very profitable. Axion made more than $77 million in profit during the latest year. Some members of Congress are very alarmed by all of this, according to U.S. Senator John Kerry. This industry, and it goes on and on, ladies and gentlemen. There's no end to this. But there's another organization like Axion, ChoicePoint. All these places have secret profiles on each and every single person on the face of the globe. These people know more about you than your own family knows about you. They can find more about you than a police check can do, ladies and gentlemen. We are living under the all-seeing eye right now, basically. This is the New World Order. They know everything about us. They're invading privacy. Like, I couldn't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. Like, they came out in Pennsylvania. This is known because it was breaking news. They wanted to do a lawsuit against it. That the girls that brought their school laptops home, the people actually came out in the open and said that we've been watching the kids do the school laptops. And one of the girls was really upset about that because she told her mom that she has her computer on all the time in her bedroom, even when she's changing. So these people were having a show, watching this girl get changed, taking her clothes off. This is total insanity, ladies and gentlemen. But this is what's happening. We are under total surveillance. We're living in a surveillance society, and it's just going to get worse because as the New World Order approaches us, we're going to see more surveillance, more everything. They're going to come after us with time because they're trying to push very hard for a national ID card that's linked in with our biometrics. Like I said before, for them to have a total surveillance society, they need our biometrics because you cannot have a surveillance society and a free society, and they want total control. The reason for these national ID cards, biometric ID cards, is for tracing, linking, tracking, and surveilling its people. It has nothing to do with the war on terror. It's a bunch of bull. It's all a bunch of lies anyway. So I want to say this just in case that it happens. Okay, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just going to let it out just in case it does happen tomorrow. They're saying tomorrow on July 4th. The date today is July 4th already because it's 3:24 in the morning. But they said there might be coming a terrorist act to the city of Los Angeles because they're getting their police, and the police are doing exercises, getting prepared. Like, ladies and gentlemen, you can expect more terrorism, more terrorist acts, more explosions, more attacks upon America in the future, because the more that they stage these terrorist acts, the more surveillance we need, the more we need to take the people's rights away so we can protect them, so the people turn to the government as their savior, so the people go into submission. And we need a powerful army. We need to install martial law. It's going to go on and on and on. It's just going to get worse as time goes on. This is how they're planning to bring in their one world government. They actually read it in their own books. We're going to give birth. We're going to bring our new world order into being through global catastrophes, catastrophic events. We will give birth to a global world. They already have it all planned out. And even Gorbachev, people are so stupid. He actually said this. The people that died in 9/11 did not die in vain if you take advantage of the crisis and you use it to bring in a new world order. I can go on, ladies and gentlemen. They are bringing in a world government. They have been creating and building a one world government for years, and they're so close to getting it running that they're not ashamed anymore. They're openly admitting world government. Gorbachev, we need a one world government to protect the world. If we don't do anything very soon, the world is going to destroy itself. So we need to establish a global government. That is the global solution, and that's another scam for the global warming. Oh, we need to establish a global government to protect us from global warming, which is a lie. It's all about control. It's about they're having global climate control trees where they can seize your private property. They can tell you what type of car you can drive, what type of gas you can put in it, because we have to take care of the environment. And who in the world is not in for a good environment? People that are naive, they're going to go along with us. They're going to take down factories, you name it. Total control, ladies and gentlemen. This is total control. And they're prepping up people to get ready to take the mark of the beast. They're talking about, they already have microchips in some people in the military, in the police force. They say it's for security reasons. And if you get lost overseas or if you get kidnapped by a terrorist, we'll be able to identify you right away by satellite. They are spying on us through everything, ladies and gentlemen, through our satellite communications. They're listening to every telephone conversation that they snatch out of the air. You name it. And they said by next year, by 2014, some places already have them installed in their cars, but each car you buy at the car dealer shop is going to have black boxes in them. They actually admit it. They're not even afraid anymore. They say Big Brother will be riding shotgun with you. Big Brother will be right in the front seat with you. They're going to track us where we're driving. You name it. We're going to have to thumb scan the travel. They're bringing in biometrics. This must be resisted at all costs, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's happening. They're bringing in a one world government, and what's underway right now is a North American Union where Canada, US, and Mexico emerge into one super country where we share the same currency as Europe. So this is what they're doing. They're bringing in a one world government. They're doing it step by step. They're uniting all the countries because right now they already have an African Union, they have an Asian Union, and they have the European Union, and now what is underway is a North American Union. And even my Prime Minister, Stephen Harper, said that we're going to have to do this through trade agreements. It has nothing to do with trade. This is the total destruction of sovereign countries. This is the destruction of Canada, US, and Mexico's national sovereignty, our freedom, for what our forefathers stood up for. They are destroying it bit by bit. They're taking away our God-given rights. So for us, the people, we've got to stand up for what we know is right and stand up against their tyranny, because this global national ID card, it's nothing about a control grid. It's just a stepping stone towards the mark of the beast. This is all that it is about. It's about controlling. They said it in their own documents. The governments of the world are going to enforce biometrics upon the people of the world, upon their own people. The reason for it is to control its people. If they get out of line with us, we just push one button, we freeze them, and they're all screwed. So they're going to do what we have to say, and we can dictate how they live, and we can do whatever we want. It's about control, it's about monitoring, it's about tracking, surveilling, you name it, linking us. So this is what they're doing. They're bringing in one single card, smart card, national ID card for everyone to have, but I'm not taking nothing. I just pray that Jesus comes back before then, and he is coming back very soon, because this is the final warning about this one world government that is leading up to dictatorship of a single person, which will be the Antichrist. And they're also ushering in a global currency. We already have a global economy. Now they just need a global government to support it, and a global currency is what they are working on. They are developing. We are so close, ladies and gentlemen. And this is all I got to say. So point. Brothers and sisters in Christ, be ready to meet the Lord because he's coming very soon. Whoever you are, may you resist this national ID card when it comes to your city. Resist it. This has nothing to do with protecting you from fraud or whatever. Resist it, and God bless.